That is Steve Kornacki, posted up at the big board. We're so glad to have you tonight, and every night as always, Steve, as we're starting to get a look now for the first time at some of these critical exit polls. Tell us what's standing out to you and to the team.
Yeah, getting sort of our first look at the electorates in the states or the city, as in the case in New York City. Show you one thing here we've been looking at and talking about is the Trump factor. You know, is he factoring in to the results here? So we've got his approval rating per the exit poll in the states that are voting and in New York City. Now, keep in mind, we're talking about blue states and certainly a very blue city like New York City. But here's how the public is saying, the voters today, I should say, are saying they view the president. In Virginia, a 41% job approval rating for him. And keep in mind, by the way, in our NBC national poll that just came out this week, Trump was at 43% nationally. So 41% in the electorate in Virginia that we're seeing, 43% in New Jersey, much lower in New York City. It's the bluest of these four venues, 29%. And then California, where that redistricting battle is playing out, 36% for Trump. Also, in these two states, Virginia and New Jersey, these were both states that went for Kamala Harris last year. Trump got about 46% of the vote in both of these states last year. So his approval rating tracking a little bit below where he did. So just in terms of Trump standing, and then in terms of Trump being a factor potentially in people's votes, take a look at this. Looking in New Jersey here, you can, let me see if I can get that up. There it is. New Jersey, and we asked about Trump as a reason for your vote. And 38% of voters in New Jersey said opposing Trump was the main reason for their vote in the race for governor. A much smaller share, 13% say supporting Trump was. And you see there a plurality of 47 say Trump not a factor. But that's a huge number when you think about it, Hallie. In a governor's race, to have nearly 40% of the electorate saying it's the president who is deciding their vote in terms of who's going to run the state capitol. And this is something we'll see as these results come in. The Mikey Sherrill campaign, the Democratic campaign here, has really tried to tie Jack Ciattarelli to Trump. And there are some places in the state that Ciattarelli did well in 4 years ago and that Trump did terribly in. And we'll see if the Sherrill campaign has succeeded in taking those places and making them sort of off limits to Ciattarelli this time around.
And just noting, obviously, early exits, we want to put all the right caveats and grains of salt around that. But if you're Mikey Sherrill's campaign, you want to be seeing these kinds of numbers as opposed to the opposite. Fair?
Yeah. Listen, their strategy was the more this is about Trump, the better they think they're going to do.
We thank you for watching. And remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.